Tonight, from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Versus Justin Herbert and the Carolina Panthers.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Carolina Panthers and the Kansas City Chiefs. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Play action. It's Herbert. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
They're such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Here's the Panthers punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Now Brown. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of carries, 101 yards, and a score.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
From the 36, Mahomes completes it to Dixon. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Carr. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
How many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Up the middle they go. Carr. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 32. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. That's Dawson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 20-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping that one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Mahomes now to throw. The quick slant caught. And he's brought down. 3 catches last week. He's got 3 in the first quarter here tonight.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt? Turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Herbert. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Well, a pretty move couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. That's taken on the 25. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Now the offense for the Panthers here, getting the football back. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a give right side. McKee, and he's got room. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. McKee, and he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
On 1st down, McKee. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Trying to find Barkley on the out route, and he's got him. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. McKee. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw here, Herbert. This will be caught at about the 5. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that's going to make it 4th down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So here are the Chiefs to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. They go play fake, Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He finds his man, complete. That's Dawson. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll run on 1st down. It's Carr. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The Chiefs at 4-5, a game under 500. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
But he's certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Up the middle they go. It's Carr. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Mahomes. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5.
A good scheme and an early win for this pass rush. They got back there before he could work through his entire progression and ended that play early.
Now the Chiefs bring on their field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Now Herbert off the bootleg. On the move to his left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a give right side. McKee to the 27-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Herbert operating from the red zone. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Now a handoff up the middle. McKee. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early.
No, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on second and goal. Up the middle they go. Boom. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Panthers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
Yeah, the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Point after, right down the middle. And we are even at 10 apiece. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes shifts by him. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their third drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes a field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Herbert. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, McKee finding room at midfield. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 64 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line. Here's Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. They'll run on first down. McKee, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Right back to him on first down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Herbert now. This will be caught at about the 6. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal. Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And his kick is indeed good, and they will take the lead at 13-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Mahomes now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
35 yards the game there. Another first down as well.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes steps away to his left. He finds his man, complete. That's Dawson. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Carr. And a good display of footwork will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 2nd and goal, Mahomes buying time to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. This is caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Chiefs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, it's Herbert. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now it's Herbert. Completes this out toward the sideline to Barkley. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. With it is Brown. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st down, Mahomes. Throw left side, complete. That's Carr. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Carr, and they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. First down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Up the middle they go. It's Carr. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 2nd and 1, Mahomes, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
And this one is right through. And that'll make this a 7-point game. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps a deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 33. Now a handoff up the middle. McKee. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
So the big gain, all for naught for the offense. That yellow flag is going to bring it back.
Oh, what a tough look for the offense because they see all that yardage lost and that ball's walked back and then some behind the original line of scrimmage.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 2nd down, McKee. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
91 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Panthers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the third quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie things at 20 all. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now here comes Kansas City.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out of the gun, he'll throw.
And he's got his man on the out route. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll look to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his open man. It's Carr. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Chiefs offense set to go.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. From the 27, Mahomes. Over the middle, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They have certainly looked his way in this third quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's caught right side, Dixon. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Mahomes. He's going deep for Brown.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
On second down now, it's Carr. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carr. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and we will remain tied here in this third quarter.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there, it was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Herbert on first down now. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
From just shy of midfield, Herbert firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Chiefs now. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, come get a little bit closer this time.
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back, and he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. And again, it's Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. That's Carr. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Carolina getting set to take the field.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Play action. It's Herbert. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
He's known for his legs and his fancy footwork, but he's not getting much of a chance to use it here. The defense continued to hold the upper hand by bringing him down on that play.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Now Brown. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Carr. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Mahomes now to throw. Being chased out left. Throw left side complete. That's Carr. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop it before he could get to the marker.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
On 2nd down, McKee. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn: find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. On 1st down, McKee. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll keep it on the ground. McKee, and he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw here, Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw.
Wide open receiver, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Herbert. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Panthers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
And the Chiefs now getting set to go.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now here's Mahomes.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carr.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. 3 yards, all they can muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. To throw on 2nd and 10, Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Here's the Panthers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 2nd down now, it's Carr. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And Dixon has it. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
On 2nd down, It's Carr, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Back to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 19. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. They run the counter. Carr. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Here's Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now onto the field, here come the Panthers. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Herbert going to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now Herbert got to get him to the line in a hurry. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Herbert. And he comes back with one complete. And he goes out right around the 39. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Herbert to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. And he will find his man on the outside. Would be a long field goal try from here as they try to hustle to the line. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. On second down now, McKee. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. On third down, McKee. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. They'll spot it at the 40. It's a 50-yard kick for the win. And that's off the right upright. Thought it might sneak in, but it did not. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth.
That's a big-time letdown there. You work yourself in position to win the game, but the kick winds up no good. And now you've got to regroup as a team, get the energy back up, and get ready for overtime. And make sure you pump him up, too. He may be needed to try and win it again later.
4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. All set up for them right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
I wonder if they're wandering back to the huddle thinking to themselves, can we just hit rewind and go back a play? Definitely not the down they wanted to begin this drive by giving up a sack, but for the defense, that's exactly how they drew it up.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Carr, and he's able to get up here to the 26. Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, it's complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Well, they only need about a half a foot. It's overtime, but they're back in their own territory.
And you know those decision makers that are battling inside the head coach's mind right now? One saying, hey, offense is pretty good. Other one saying, no, rely on your defense. That's what you got to decide in this situation. Where do you have the confidence? That determines what you're going to do.
Here's the Chiefs punter now.
On for a very important punt here in overtime. "45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On 3rd down, McKee, and he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Herbert with his first throw in OT. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down. Here's Herbert. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
They'll run on 1st down.
McKee taken down at the 47-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Herbert now. Going right side here, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
That last pass puts him over 300 yards now in the game. More importantly, though, big first down here in OT.
And the team around him has a lot of confidence now after picking up that first down. Everyone seems a little more energized. But did I hear you before the game call in and say, this is my quarterback for your fantasy league? Because he just gave you a good stat, didn't he?
He did, and I appreciate it.
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Herbert off of play action. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
Herbert throwing again. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. An absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys in the concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans streaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, Davis.
I kind of figured that was coming.
So for the Panthers, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.